Howdy, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how I created this card using mouse friends from Brutus Monroe along with a couple of bottles of dewdrops and some alcohol markers. So set a spell and let's start our journey. Today we're going to work on a bit of scene building, but to do that we're going to try to do a sort of a clean and simple scene build. And by that I mean we're going to make sure there's a good amount of white space. We're also going to be doing a bit of no line coloring. So we're going to start out by stamping this sunshine using Tangerine ink. Then we will be stamping the image again using archival black. So for anyone who is a regular subscriber or follower of my channel, you will notice that this is not my regular stamping platform. Instead, this is a We Are Memory Keepers precision press. I'm using this because it will help me with building our scene. So I'm bringing out the Tangerine to stamp our sunshine. As always, I like to bring in a microfiber cloth to help me make sure I get a nice even pressure for my stamp. The good thing about this stamping platform is that it has the dots all along this particular mat. Because of that, we are able to turn our mat piece as many times as we need to over the stamping platform itself. So now that we've got our sunshine stamped, we're actually going back in. We're going to place this post-it over our image, and that way we can give our sunshine a bit of solid black color to let the features of the face be more prominent. So we're just going to stamp that image again. Use our microfiber cloth. And there you go. We have a cute little face in our sunshine. So now we just need to bring in our bugs. Oh, and if you're wondering, this particular type of stamping platform comes with one of these plexi mats, but you can buy them separate in case you want more than the one mat that it comes with. So now our bugs are stamped. Now we're bringing in this mat to stamp our flowers. For that, I'm bringing in the color Sweet Leaf. So there are our stamped images, and we can save our little masked area for later, for the next time we use that sunshine. So now that we have our super cute sunshiny happy scene created, we need to color it. For that, I've brought a couple of alcohol markers. I will be using Ohuhu in the color NG6 to color in my little ant right here. Now I'm only going to color in the ant. I'm not going to color in his little, well, I'm going to make it look like it's a water droplet or like a grape or something, you know. Basically, it's a droplet. That's what I'm going to call it. So I'm going to use a dewdrop to represent that. First, we're going to color the ant. So the next thing we're going to color is our little sunshine, which I think is super cute, especially since we were able to get the orange part to be the sunshine and stamp over it so in black so that the little sunshine face shows up. So for this coloring, I'm using Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend in the color Orange Blend. Because we stamped in Tangerine, it's going to look as though we are doing some no-line coloring for our sunshine. So I'm going over this first with the shade Light, and then I will go back over it with another one of the shades. So that is our cute little sunshine, and I'm actually going to go in with Citrus to do the sunshine's face. There is some of the tangerine that's going to show up, but I think that's actually okay. So I consider this to be a spring or summery season on the card, and as such I have a question. What is your favorite time of the year? Are you a summer girl? Spring's your favorite? So now we're going to go back in with the orange, and I'm just going to create a bit of highlight or low light, actually. Basically some shadow areas, that's what I'm trying to say. Also, are you a person who likes cutesy stamps, or are you a person that likes more realistic looking stamps? Personally, I like cutesy stamps, but I do have realistic looking stamps, so yeah, I'm just wondering, which way do you guys tend to go? So we're going to go back in with Citrus, but we're done with coloring the sunshine. And instead we're going to bring the citrus in to color our flowers down here at the bottom. I'm going to start off with light. Now I'm going to add a little detail by bringing in the medium. And I'm going to go in with the dark. And that is our coloring for these little flowers. Now, we do have these flowers that resemble tulips, so for that I've brought in a couple of different colors. And whichever colors we don't use for our little tulips, we're going to use for our butterfly. So I'm thinking we're gonna go with I'm thinking we're going to swatch this out. I do have these colors swatched, but they're also swatched with a bunch of other colors, so I think it's not a bad idea to at least draw a bit of line to help us figure out which colors go best, or which shades rather. Okay, I'm gonna start off with, so for our flower, I'm gonna go in with 174 and then go in with 171. 174 because it is quite a bit lighter than the 171. So when I color, I like to go in with the light shades first and then follow that up by going in with a darker shade. So now I'm just going to go and color our butterfly with 166 and then with 82, because 82 is our darker color. So I'm actually going to go in with the 171 and the 174 again for the top part of our butterfly, and the bottom part will be the 166 and the 82. And now I'm bringing in the color 91 to color the body of our butterfly. And now we're going to go in with Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend in the color light green for the leaves of, I want to call it a flower because that's pretty much what's on the card, but it doesn't really, like, I don't know what that little ball shape is supposed to be, which is actually cool because we're going to, all of these areas that are circular, I'm going to, at least if they're big enough, I'm going to place some dewdrops in those places on the card. So I'm gonna go in with light first, and then we're gonna go in with medium. Now that that coloring's all done, we're going to bring in our Barely Art glue, and we are going to bring in some dewdrops. So I'm gonna bring in these lavender or purple dewdrops, and I'm also going to bring in these blue. They kind of remind me of royal blue dewdrops, and I'm gonna bring in these dewdrops. They're sort of brownish, but they kind of also remind me a little bit of tiger's eye. So yeah, those are the dewdrops I'm gonna bring in. So we're gonna bring in this jewel picker today. It's by Marvy. It's got 2 ends for picking up your jewels. So we're gonna start out with the brown, because I want to stick that in the center of our flowers. I think our smaller jewels. So we're using the small round jewels to represent the center of our flower. If I can just get that to come off our picker. There we go. There is that. And now we just need to grab another one of those for the center of this flower. Now I did bring out the blue and the purple, but I'm actually kind of thinking about a little more whimsical. Because I really like these dewdrops and I think they would look really cool. So I do wish I could tell you the color name of these dewdrops, but they don't put color names on the bottle. Now these dewdrops are all circular rather than the dewdrops that come in the 4 different sizes, 2 of which are circular, 1 being large and 1 being small, and then the teardrop shape and the diamond shape. So I'm at least going to see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks rather nice. So we're going to place this really pretty dewdrop right there. If I was going to give these dewdrops a name, this color, I would call them like Mardi Gras color, but that's just me. So then I still want to use the blue and the purple, but I just thought that one should stand out a little more. I want that to be a blue. Now some of these little circles are just going to have to be colored in because they're just too small to place a dewdrop in. So I've been trying this jewel picker out, and I don't think I like it as much as I like this jewel picker actually. So I'm going to bring this jewel picker back in. This is my usual one. And it's not even the size of it, it's more the fact that my jewels seem to be sticking a little too much on this picker. Whereas I know this picker has a nice, like when I'm ready to drop it, it has a nice give. I'm going to go in with the purple. And let's see how that fits over this area. So yeah, that looks really nice. There you go. And now we just need to color in those little circles from these tulip looking flowers and place a sentiment on the front of our card. Again, I'd like to thank y'all for spending your time with me. So I hope y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay crafty. Bye y'all.